whatever your preference for AD carry is, but Graves will go across the way once again, means that Betty will get his hands on this Aphelios. No Thresh though this time around, so be curious to see what they do decide to pair with this Aphelios in the bottom lane.
They've been looking at Xiaoxi quite a lot and said, hey, we can't give him Thresh once again. That was too much of a risk, and just do it. Just do it, get it out of the way, and so we can have a classy night otherwise.
There you go. It will be locked in, and I think when you look at this, it makes sense here. Still got the, well, AD carry locked in. More than likely going to see Wink go back over towards Ezreal. And then we'll have to see how eStars want to try and approach this draft again. High priority the Ornn coming out from both these squads. So RNG locking that in nice and early here. So we'll see what eStar want to try and answer with.
We've shifted quite a lot. We've kind of returned back to the Ornn meta. We've done a full circle. And Mordekaiser's has also been a champion that both these top laners have looked at as a priority. But we still need an AD carry from eStar.
Yeah, it will. Oh, well, at some stage, Ezra's going to lock in on this rotation. There we go. We'll be going for it. I do want to see them take away a top laner here. I think you still want to leave your support counter there. There's no real need to lock in an early mid laner as well, because you're still waiting to see what RNG wants to do, and you want to try and guarantee yourself either that mid lane counter pick or the support. But maybe they just want to go for something that FLICKR is comfortable on here. The Galio is up and available, even the Zoe's still there. But there we go. Will be the Wukong locked in.
I mean, the Wukong, that probably would have been bad away if you're RNG looking at what to take from Xiaobai. So I like this. I mean, I think the Wukong has won each game as well as the Aphelios.
Yeah, they've been paired together so far. So we'll be finally separated, but we'll get the jungler locked in, finally going through for Xiaolongbao. I was a little bit worried there that RNG were going to potentially go towards something for Xiaohu, like the Zoe, a Twisted Fate, something along these lines, and you end up being punished as Xiaolongbao for it, but won't be the case this time around. We're getting Lilise in again into this Graves matchup, and now those mid lane bans are going to be coming quick and fast.
Isn't it crazy that Lee Sin in the LPL is a 62% win rate? I don't know what it is in the LCK right now. If we flash back to 2020 Spring LCK, I think it was like 30-40% win rate, where the Lee Sinners over there, to quote LS, kind of let the side down. Here in the LPL, our Lee Sin, very different dynamic. As you know, play a lot around skirmishing.
Lyric's been talking a lot about this on cast, is just he actually can scale reasonably well because you've still got a lot of utility in that Dragon Kick, both as an offensive and defensive tool. So
yeah.
I mean, we've been very fond of it now in the LPL for quite a while, and it's been working out well. As you can see, that high win rate here, doing well into this Grave so far as well. So we'll have to see if they can continue that streak forward. RNG, though, have banned away both the Karma and Rumble, so eStar's FLICKR will have to bring out another mid laner here to see what is in his pool. So he banned away from Xiaohu. I mean, there is still a very high possibility that Xiaohu goes back towards this Twisted Fate.
Yeah, actually not been touched for the first time in a while. The Azir is something that I wouldn't expect to see out of Xiaohu anyway. He has played it once, but
it does work well here in the composition that RNG have, where you've got that late game scaling, you've got a nice way to reset the team fight with the Emperor's Divide as well, and be a little bit of a pain for Xiaobai, but something that does a very similar job is this Galio, where you can just plonk yourself down as a defensive tool, separate out the team fight, so Wei has a difficult time getting in. Same with any sort of follow-up for a Wukong engage, so potential to go for that, but instead they decide to lock in the support. I'm kind of surprised. I think I would have preferred to see them counter the support pick here rather than the mid laner. There's a lot of mid lane blind picks that can do quite well right now, and I think you now leave the opportunity potentially for something a little bit funky to come in, like a Yumi or something along these lines, or even the Taric with this Nautilus lock-in.
We'll see. Support for Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi's got a wide pull. We actually missed, on a non-English broadcast day, Xiaoxi played Shen support.
Yeah.
That was...
he looked pretty good on us.
Yeah. Something. I mean, we don't see many Shens these days. Taric will be the lock-in. And that adds another one in, because Xiaoxi hasn't played this yet, so... Diversifying his champion pool while Are You Ready? Xiaohu did this on purpose. He wanted something to pick into the Galio. What does he do?
Teacher Shadow right there, but yeah, I think when you look at this composition here from eStars, there's a pretty heavy engaged situation where you've got Wukong, you've got this Galio, and you've got this Taric to keep them all nicely locked up, and then a massive AoE shield. So I think having something that can play a little bit safer and play a little bit further back is going to work out really well, and the Corki will do just that, and has a reasonable time against the Galio too, so Xiaohu will be looking to go towards the very late game with this RNG style of comp play.
Yeah, to 2 solo lanes who are going to feel pretty good at that point as well. While that all in, we talk about with eStar built up with FunFun and Xiaobai once again. So around objectives, I get ready for eStar to set up nicely.
And they've got this really strong combo once again between FunFun, Wei, and Xiaoxi. If they want to go back towards this skirmish style, you can set up super aggressively with either Wei or FunFun having the dazzle on them, so then you can go in, get some stuns, and then follow up with the Shield of Durand. You have the opportunity for this early game as well to be pretty heavily dictated by that mid lane, thanks to the Galio pick. So overall, eStar setting themselves up nicely to at least have the tools to get this mid game rolling. Whereas if they end up falling behind here, RNG are going to be able to just play towards that late game point where you've got a late game of Felios with all these Orin items coming in. Same with this late game Corki, and eStar was really struggling.
It's really nice to see Xiaohu back on Corki, a pick that we've known him for in the past, a pick that he picked a lot in 2019 when we had Uzi on like a hyper carry. We had Xiaohu alongside him on the Corki, the double AD comps. You got that here with Betty and Xiaohu once again with the Aphelios paired nicely. Aphelios won every game in this series, and Betty's looked pretty good throughout, so pair that together. And RNG trying to fight their way towards that late game. Well, for eStar, against expectations, they're the 2-2 team that picked up wins against DMO, LNG, but they lost to BLG and LGD. eStar is somewhere in the middle. If they can fight off RNG and pick up a series win here, then they rise to a top 8. Early in the split. We'll find out. Game 3. Let's finish the series off how we began with Aphelios. Done.
Totally over, by the way.
I'm done from here. We're good.
Oh, it's Electrocute Graves.
Oh, howdy.
Okay, so already we're seeing way. So we do usually see a lot of phase rush, and it means that then obviously in team fights you can reposition super well. Also gives you a lot of chase potential too, but when you're going for ganks or when you're going for invades, but with Wei going Electrocute, he is looking to go and fight Xiaolong Bao at pretty much all points in time. Get into the jungle, and when you've got FunFun on this Galio, it means you've always got the support of your Galio. So I like this from Wei. This is where he wants to put his foot down and say, I am the jungler for this game.
As he goes in for the invade. Spotted out here by Xiaohu. FunFun slowly behind. As pings are going down, look at the response from RNG. It is going to be a trade. We are setting into vertical jungling. And it'd be curious to see because you've got an Aphelios, you've got a Corki mid against a Galio. So it does mean New's going to be on an island as RNG are coming in.
Nice stuff from Xiaoxi. So Wink and Xiaoxi will have to play this a little bit safe in the bottom lane, but I mean, as a Tarek and an Ezreal, totally fine with that. You're not really too worried about having to play aggressive or win out your lane, so in the long run, they're going to do great. Xiaobai training against New on this top side, trying to see if he can get him nice and low for, or at least keep him in check for when Wei is playing up towards this top side of the map.
Conqueror going to help with that. Nice grasp with the Undying, but New, he's not the one to hit level 2 first. That's Xiaobai, so the wave's starting to shove. You see where Wei is right now versus Xiaolong Bao. The level 2 Lee Sin going on the bottom lane. Coming in nice and quick here. On top, it was a interesting little gank. I think it could have gone better as now we watch it from New's angle.
I don't think he can dive here, but maybe with a FunFun in the way.
Level 2. He doesn't have Bellows Breath by the look of it. He flashes away from the shield.
Oh,
the searing charge. Wei's going to die. And New as a top laner says, come at me. I'm the Forge God, and Xiaobai hits him under turret. He'll flash too. That is gigaworth.
That was so well played by New. And because this is a cannon wave too, the cannon's going to keep that wave there for so long, so he can TP back and should be able to pick up most of this golden experience. That was beautifully played by the new top laner of RNG.
Also goes to show you why you don't dive at all.
No, you do not. And Xiaohu now punishing FunFun super heavily for that top lane play. He's shoved in there. He's now got a level advantage plus a bunch of CS. eStar, that was not the play.
Nice little back here for Xiaohu as well. The bottom side, they poke down Xiaoxi and Wink, and you can see that Betty and Ming netted an advantage. Even got to push up to the turret with this massive wave. So a lot of pressure on eStar at the start of this game. A 600 gold lead. Wei is still here, but it means not too much after what we've seen.
the beauty of this as well is Xiaohu started off with that cull, so he's very much on his way to finishing that off. And RNG all on the same page here. We're going towards late game, but if we can turn around some of these nice plays, it'll just give us that little bit of a cushion in this early game.
Things are going up, but Shalom making his way up as well. While Graviton comes through, it's a kill going over to Betty. Do not disrespect this combo. Betty makes you say his name.
RNG look like they've woken up now. Mechanical and individual performances stepping up for them in these early stages. And when eStars are looking to get towards that mid game where Wink has a couple of items, same with Fun and Way, if they're already starting off behind and Bessie's going to be accelerated towards that late game point, RNG, I am definitely putting my money on.
But look at where Fun is. Coming in for a gank towards the bottom side. Xiaoxi's making his way back to lane, only level 2. Fun needs to shield Duran as the flash. Little dazzle doesn't work. They turn onto Wink instead for the trade. Betty and Ming get the kill, and Ming might just sacrifice his life anyway. While Shallow Bell top. What the heck is happening to eStar? It doesn't matter. You've already picked up the kill as Betty. You have 2 kills while Xiaobai dies top.
I actually wasn't sure if Ming was going to get out there. I was waiting for that Gravitum to be able to available to stop that engage, but Xiaoxi will manage to catch him with the dazzle, so they get Ming, but great turnaround from RNG, winning out again. Now look at the CS advantage in mid lane for Xiaohu, plus as I said, eStar, that kill on the top side. We're going to watch the replay here. He's out of the bush, and they still manage to catch it. This is RNG coming out looking so damn strong.
We spotted Shalom Bao coming up for the shadow of the gank that was going to come from Wei, but Wei disappeared. I think he went back. So really nice from Xiaolong Bao here in this early game. And we got Dragon being started but spotted out. Now, the tier Corki might not be as strong as you'd think, but he can still come and join this.
Xiaobai is missing, which is why you've got to be so careful as RNG, but I don't think they realize yet.
Oh, Shield of Duran's there. Xiao who walks into the brush burn with a bit of burst damage thanks to the Winds of War. You're right, the Wukong is coming down as Dragon gets secured, but the fight started up as Betty's in the pit. So is the Lee Sin. Shalabao flashes away while Betty now versus 3, actually so comfortable until everyone else pile drives on him. That's a shutdown, and RNG at the end, that wasn't great.
That was not the play they wanted to make. You end up getting Xiaohu super low off of that fight on the brush, plus Betty not having flash available, still going aggressive into the pit. A lot of miscommunication that was going on in that fight, and not exactly what we expect from RNG, who we praised for the coordination fights.
What Dredge? That was janky. That looked like it hit his toenail. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, but it will give Ming the opportunity to freeze this wave here, so Betty will be able to collect this nicely for himself, and at least it's eStar's getting a little bit back in control from this game because it was slipping away very quickly.
It really was. It's even to the bottom lane. Wink and Xiaoxi are getting pummeled once again. Teleport being burnt. Maybe just to save us. Ming gets slowed down with the exhaust. It's going to be the shield around once again underneath turret though. Fin going for the full dive. He takes 1, 2 turret shots and lives. That was nice. eStar are roping this back in.
Fin has completely abandoned mid lane. He's just like, right guys, I have to get everyone else super far ahead because Xiaohu's going to come a knocking at about that 25-minute mark. So we need to get going until that point. Managing to pick up 4, or well, he's been involved in 5 of the kills now. And he's set up Wink and Xiaoxi nicely in this bottom lane.
Because you look at mid and you're like 30 CS down, but he has the kill. And he has those assists alongside with it, so it can't be too far away.
He has less CS than his own jungler right now. That's how active he's been in getting out and around the map. But Xiaohu is answering. He's getting these turret plates. He's got his cull. He's got his tier. So these plays have to amount to a lot. They do get the kill here, or well, the double kill here, which is nice and will help out big in trying to equal out the CS and experience difference.
Runs at both of them. I thought, no way, that's a bit too much. But, oh, healed up. Very nice.
Both heals, actually. You got Finfuns to start things off, and you had Winks, and you do get the reduced heal off of the double amount being used, but still enough to get them out and about. Now, Xiaohu does have his package available, but I don't know if he's going to really be able to do particularly much with it.
Does have the Manamune. Are we sure it's Manamune? People have been saying Manamune for years. And now suddenly, we're doing the Japanese translation of Manamune.
But it's the same with like Aphelios versus Aphelios, right? There's a lot of these that are kind of up in the air as to, I mean, Shaco and Shaco, Teemo and Devil, like they're all the same.
Oh yeah,
you know?
the exact same. Herald's still being done here by RNG. Up towards the top side, you see that there's no contention. It's only Xiaobai up here, so That's nice for Xiaolong Bao, who still has those 2 kills. Might be behind in CS in the jungle, but now has warriors attached. Xiaohu having a great old time here. Betty and Ming, not the same story. As turret plating continues to be taken, Wei is ready.
And he's back. They don't really want to try and force this too much, but at least they're still getting these turret plates over. Look at Xiaohu though. He's moving down towards the spot side. You have Xiaolong Bao potentially coming across, but I feel like, yeah, it's more so for the blue. We'll spot out that ward though. So, we do have RNG with this slight gold lead that is going to help them quite a bit. All of that at the moment is in the mid lane. It is for Xiaohu, and it's about to grow a little bit more with this code being completed in 2 waves time.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see when Xiaohu does join in, how big of an impact he can have.
It's super interesting because when we've seen the Manamune or whatever, however you want to say it, yep. When you've seen it in the LPL, it's been from Knight mostly, and he's played it with lethal tempo because we know like what the on-hit damage is.
That was something I wanted to say when we were kind of touching on it, but the early game got away from us was usually we do see lethal tempo or Hail of Blades Corki. Yeah. It's not often that we do see the Conquer, and the lethal tempo, the whole idea is you are getting so much more procs of these auto attacks in team fights because you don't tend to get a lot of attack speed in your itemization as Corki. So I am not the biggest fan of this Conquer. I think I would have preferred lethal tempo, or even if you want to go full bully in the lane, going for the Hail of Blades. Well, you don't need fleet footwork here,
but
right?
We've seen a lot of fleet footwork.
Well, the whole idea is to survive the lane against someone you're going to struggle with. You're not going to struggle against Galio.
True.
So going towards the likes of a lethal tempo or the Hail of Blades to try and bully Fun, I think would have been the better option.
I guess we'll see it when we get towards the Trinity Force route, when we get those 2-3 items on Corki that have massive value. Because Xiaohu's fast approaching. As you mentioned, that Cull now complete to go back and sell. He's backing on what should be boots as well.
He's hit the century mark. He's hit 100 here when it comes to his CS. Yeah. So look at everyone else in this game. That just tells you, like, Xiaohu's PvE right now is going great.
And he's teleporting in. I don't think he has package, but this could be to start the Dragon or secure bot.
You do have Rift Herald on Xiaolong Bao, so they could still be trying to make these plays, especially with only 3 turret plates on this bottom side. You can take that bottom lane turret off of the Rift Herald play.
You can do some really nice scouting with Xiaohu as well. True Shot Barrage tags through the bottom lane of RNG as Wei is going to go for the engage with the Phosphorus Bomb. Xiaohu needs to Valkyrie out of there at half health, both Wei and Xiaohu. But that could be enough for eStars to secure the river.
Well, Xiaohu's going to be backing. That teleport meaning absolutely diddly squash in the grand scheme of things as eStar start up this Dragon, but even they're not convinced about going for it. You've only got that Manamune or Muram, whatever you want to call it, on the Ezreal.
Sorry I made us down.
I know, now you've got me double down and everything.
Do Manamune. I mean, Casters have done it for years. How long has this item been in the game?
You got the blue sword on the Ezreal.
Yep.
And we're going to see if they want to probably, I was going to say, look towards at least a couple more items on them, but they're confident here to just start it up as you already know that the rest of RNG have backed away.
Ornn, big boy. Look at him. As Dragon goes down, but eStar, they can see their top side is crumbling. This is the thing. Ornn in any matchup, Dagda. We said it about 4 hours ago.
Well,
I continue to say it.
Fun in this matchup as well is not doing so hot. 2 levels behind Xiaohu.
Yeah.
He's going to be struggling, and they're looking to really accelerate Xiaohu here.
Wei's actually caught on out. Nice ulti. Really good duo kill on top of the eStars jungler, and that just means that across the map, RNG are taking so much gold.
RNG are getting so many of these turret plates. This is absolutely disgusting. And he started doing nothing. So RNG, look, I mean, look, you have no idea how big Xiaohu's going to be in this game. There's nobody who's going to be able to deal with it.
But look as, Trench Line comes out once again, being ready for blood. As Xiaolong Bao's here for the flank up. I was going to say something dirty, I'm so sorry. Wink and Xiaoxi now in an interesting position. Gravitum comes through, Sonic Wave, the flash on top of Xiaolong Bao. 2 versus 3. Wink and Xiaoxi going forward with Xiaobai adding the extra number. The hero's entrance on top of Xiaolong Bao. Good safeguard away as Ming dredge lines away, and the gravitum from the turret may have saved his life. As Funfun, Xiaobai, and Xiaoxi all on the hunt. The escape path set. Somehow RNG get out. eStars use so much to get down here.
Someone shouted scatter in time because RNG just about managed to get away. Xiaohu shoves in mid. You still got new on top side, so you will get a turret here for eStars on the bottom side, which are almost guaranteed 2 turrets here for RNG off of these next pushes.
Bush going to come through mid. New's been here for a very long time. He's just going to clear out the wave and deny some creeps.
It's nothing for an Ornn. He's been around for the longest of times. He's a Forge God, for God's sake.
I mean,
He's gonna
look
be
at
here
him.
for ages. Yeah, this is
Nice. This is actually kind of soothing.
Yeah.
Therapeutic, but not for Xiaobai.
I'm pretty sure
Bill.
this gives anxiety to anyone in eStar's watching this.
This is great. I just love the Observer. Got to have a bit of a rest there as well. 2k gold back to the Marcus Ways here as well. New is 2 levels above him. There is going to be an Iceborne on this Ornn, but why not?
And now we get to look at the big problems that a lot of teams face when we get to this mid game is how do we crack open these mid lane turrets? Well, when you've got a Triforce auto on your mid lane turret, it becomes a lot easier for Xiaohu to try and punish that. So when RNG get towards a stage where they're trying to force back eStar, they're trying to get vision for these objectives, being able to play around these lanes where you've top lane already down, you can have Xiaohu, especially with this teleport, even play down towards this bottom lane and work to get this final turret for themselves. RNG are in really good shape.
You see turret floating down there. Look, Xiaohu got a bit, but Ornn got 800. I mean, New's had such a great time. He's up 20 CS. Helped with the Rift Herald here. This back is going to be super beneficial. And another Rift Herald going to RNG. So while we were talking about how eStar were finding good windows, it's all going to come down to what's been sacrificed early on. Xiaohu's still up 50 CS, 60 CS just about. Defending this mid turret, is it possible? Yes, it is. Wait, won't get the ulti onto Ming. He survives.
Xiaohu can keep pushing though, or even catch someone out in transition, but if eStar go to collapsing this bottom lane turret, you can push in his RNG, but they're backing away at the moment, so you can see Xiaohu decides to give it at least enough respect to eStar.
He's close to that Cull's been there. 15-minute Trinity Force
is insane.
With Manamune, yes, insane, a great way to put it. Are you ready, Dagda? He sold it. Oh my god.
Disgusting. He is so far ahead.
I'd be super curious
He's,
as to the
what,
stacks.
20 CS ahead of everyone else in this game. He's got a bunch of turret plates. He's gotten all that Cull. Like, this Corki is monstrous right now. And if you try to fight as eStar, like, forget about Aphelios needing to get to a point. Xiaohu alone will just solo.
You know what I'd love to see as a third item is we watch an Ornn get another turret and RNG get mid. With a nice trade from Betty. Infinity Edge third. Right.
You can go full greed here if you want, or even just go for that rapid fire, because you've gotten this Triforce so early, if you can proc rapid fire nice and early, you get this heap of stats.
Right, let's pause, because Fun underneath the turret called the Forge God Searing Charge. Nicely done. New has just been such a good addition here for RNG. Yet again showing up with a clean dive for the bottom side. And that kill, that one, I believe, went to Xiaohu.
Let's get you a top laner who can do both. Right?
Yeah.
He can defend himself underneath the turret, manages to pick up in a 1-for-3 a kill for himself, and then he's setting up the 1-for-3s for RNG as well. So, I mean, it's a pleasure to have New back into the LPL, looking so good on RNG, and now they can turn towards this dragon as well, right as it spawns. So, RNG, it's unfortunate it's a Cloud Soul. So,
I will disagree. A Corki with Cloud Soul.
Fair, actually. Yeah.
Every time he fires, which is 2 seconds, he's going to be... So he's constantly going to be moving fast.
Yeah. It's more so having the ult cooldown isn't going to do too much for them. But still, it is nice always to have all that mobility there.
Be cool for the Ornn. Yep, that's always been a fun interaction. Who are we looking at? There you go. New on your screen. Been having a great game so far. 1,600 gold over Xiaobai is what you're reading. 8.5 CS a minute. Sorry. Yes. I was like, hang on. What am I saying? Yes, that is correct. I apologize. The copy has worn out of the system. Actually a level ahead of Xiaobai as well as we head towards mid. Wink is finally going to get this turret. That's great for eStar. And 1,500 gold is the lead for RNG. Also note at this point, we've got a Cloak of Agility and a Dagger. So Xiaohu's going to keep us guessing for now. Level 12 versus level 10 in the mid lane. And while Fun had some good earlier engages towards the bottom side, it is now more talking about Xiaohu. It is not seeing Fun's ulti because there haven't been opportunities that RNG have given him to start catching them out.
And the thing here for Xiaohu is he is seriously difficult to lock down for eStars. You're not really going to get on top of him as Fun unless Xiaohu makes massive mispositioning mistakes. Xiaobai can maybe get one knock up onto him, but then you do have the Valkyrie to get yourself into a much better position, not even including the flash. So for the likes of Wink to find follow-up damage on any sort of engage and really be able to take down Xiaohu, there's not anyone that can deal with them. And that's not including what we're seeing from RNG right now is sticking Xiaohu in a side lane, because Lord knows he beats everyone else on this eStar roster.
193 CS. You see eStar have to bring the whole unit down. The boys are coming. Xiaohu just goes out of vision, picks up a Krug camp, because why not? Pushes in a wave, denies experience, which we talk about so much here. And it continues to be impressive performance here from Xiaohu, level 13 now. eStar's pushing up mid, Wink being hyper-aggressive. It's just Ming and Betty, but
they don't have the best wave clear here without Infernum, so with Xiaolong Bao being positioned towards Xiaohu, just give him the opportunity. Okay.
Ming flashing in, because you can see the TP's coming in. Here comes the boys once again, but on the side of RNG. Sonic Wave resonating strike into the flank in. Kick doesn't work out, but the ultimate in the Cosmic Radiance is there. Xiaohu lines the back with a 3-man searing charge. The hero's entrance finally makes the mark, but look, Xiaohu on top of Wink gets exhausted. That's what eStars need to take him away. But he flashes, he makes space until Wei gets him down. New for the re-engage is tanky as Frank, but burn away with a Justice Punch. But now Wink left in a 1 versus 4. With Wei joining in, it'll be 2, but RNG still want the re-engage. The pillar up, the searing charge, the flash over. Nicely done, and Wei, not long for this world, will get Bellows' breath to be secured for the Baron.
And there's only Fun alive. He might even get caught here if Ming.
Wait, shielded to Rand, Winds of War, doesn't want to take it, searing charge, and he goes.
So Xiaoxi is up, he will be moving towards this Baron, and I think with the timers that are available on eStars, RNG aren't going to go for the Baron. It's still only 20 minutes into this game, but you can see just how big Xiaohu is. Even with the exhaust, Wink is getting the hell away from there in the middle of this fight. And you see here, Xiaolong Bao, I like this. So he goes in aggressively, so then he forces that ultimate out of Xiaoxi. You're not getting huge amounts of value out of it. And then Xiaohu straight onto Wink, bursting out this Ezreal. And even though you get a lot of people from eStar turning to try and help him, there's not much you can do against Xiaohu's wrath. 3 members have to take down the Corki, which means the rest of RNG can power through this fight.
You know what I loved is Xiaohu came in immediately, Wei got bursted out, and then he got revenge at the end of the fight. Just pops back in to say hello after smiting away a camp to get more health. So this was nice from RNG, but I think even nicer that we saw it so competitive after the lead we've gotten from this Corki.
The thing, though, is it shouldn't be competitive right now. This is where eStars are strong. This is where they should be able to win out in these fights, because you've got a Galio's about to fall off. You've got Wink, who's hit his 2 items. Same with Wei. He's already got that Umbro Glaive. He's going lethality. He's going for this mid-game spike. But RNG are beating them in these team fights when they've got the late-game scaling.
At the very least, I'll be curious as to when we get that Trinity Force Wukong, which he's building towards, where we've got Trinity Force Ezreal, of course, and second item on the Galio, who's been put behind all game long. I want you, before Dag, I know you want to talk about something. 80 CS is the difference. We almost flame Horizon at 21 minutes. And that gold lead stemming from this 227 CS Corki.
And the rapid fire core. That's what I wanted to bring up now, because that poke is going to be super annoying, especially for anyone here who takes a step too far forward, because as talked about those rockets, proc the Triforce, get an auto onto Wei, onto Xiaoxi, they're going to know all about it.
Xiaobai's flank though could be game changing. Wink in position, call the Forge God to nail down the traffic. 2 members there, the flash burn. Cosmic Radiance, Xiaobai in for the flank. They get the invulnerability, but Kite back here with Gravitum, locking them down, the re-engage. Nicely done from Betty. Xiaobai ticking down, taken down. It's 5 versus 4, but low health bars for RNG, while Wei will get Ming. That's big for eStars. Xiaoxi and Wink, full health. Bam! Xiaolong Bao's down. eStars get the dragon.
Very scrappy fight from RNG, not able to really get to grips and get onto eStar in the way that they wanted. And it means that eStar are able to come out with a lot of this just front to back damage, where you've got these big ultimates like the Arcane Barrage, or the True Shot Barrage, where you've got the ultimate from the Graves as well to follow through. So Wink going aggressive here because he knows he's going to get that ultimate coming through in the Cosmic Radiance. But when you're turning to try and get this follow-up damage here, there's not much that RNG can really do. Fun does a good job of separating RNG from the back line. eStar have many more angles that they can take in this fight, and Xiaohu just, and also Betty, just aren't really able to get into a position where they can deal damage of their own.
Xiaoxi flashed to be next to Wink. I'm sure not only for Guardian, but so he could get that immediate Cosmic Radiance. Interesting move, and it's one that, I compliment it. All right, Baron's going to start before I learn not to shut up when I should shut up. As RNG on it immediately, and eStars are coming. Dazzle onto Xiao, who dodged away. He has package though, and his damage is massive. The pick from RNG onto Wei though. eStar split apart. Betty again. You know what? Shen cosplay, except if Shen did damage. 2 kills, and eStars, after complimenting them, now have to be criticized.
You still have this package as well for Xiao, who he can just turn on to eStars.
Winks over the wall, who gets spotted out, sending barrages.
No Cosmic Radiance for eStars either, so whatever damage is here to stay.
Depth charge, and Xiaohu follows over the wall. Poor Wink. Xiaohu with another kill, and eStars have to back away. Baron secured, and this is RNG's game to lose.
That's RNG from spring making you doubt. This is RNG for summer. This is where if RNG get a lead, they will look to close this out, and it's all off the back of Xiaohu once again in this mid lane. This guy has been massive, simply put, because eStars allowed him to become this huge Corki. Now we're still waiting on this late game scaling to come in. It's starting to hit across the board now. Betty got those 3 items. You're already looking at the Infinity Edge, nearly completed for Xiaohu off of that last one, as well as this Ornn now level 14, now giving all these Ornn items across. And this is looking damn good for RNG to close out this game.
And you compare, their stance not completed for Wink. Look how behind Fun is. This Wei once again, too far forward. Gravitum there, what is Wei doing? And just like that with Baron buff, I mean, eStar want to lose this game.
I think that's kind of the sentiment I got from the start of this game, where they kept going for these aggressive plays towards side lanes, and these are like all-in plays from minute 5, and it's if it wins, if it works, you get ahead, maybe you can make some plays happen, but it didn't really work out. RNG were able to weather the storm. Now they get to this late game point where they're in control. Xiaohu can take pop shots over and over again alongside this barred up cannon minions that are going to be here, so they're looking good.
260 CS. I'm going to keep tracking this because right now it's outstanding. Xiaolong Bao on a side lane, bringing over Betty. Xiao Bai is going to be starting the engage. Fun making his way downtown. Yes, Dagdu's walking fast. Wins will do a bit of damage, but look mid. New and Xiaohu, the brothers, are teaming up a little bit.
If you could get out of my head and stop putting Vanessa Carlson into it, I'd appreciate it.
I'm so sorry.
Now we're looking RNG still sieging up in this mid lane.
Anyway.
They're not able to keep these Baroned up cannon minions around for long. Xiaobai with the TP.
There's a ward in Raptors. Wei trying to spot this out, but RNG kite upwards. Nicely done. Xiaobai spotted out.
That's where they want to go, right? They want to try and put pressure with this Baron wave on towards top lane turret to get it. So that's what they're going to do, because Xiaobai's on the bottom side of the river.
Pushing
so now
Lee Sin.
We've got a minute until this next dragon is up. RNG should be able to collect that again. I don't really see a way that eStar can try and take this fight. But the problem is, the longer this game goes, it's not like it gets any easier to fight against RNG, so they kind of have to see if maybe they can find the miracle play that gives them the opportunity to get a gold lead back for them.
It's that wombo that we've been waiting to see all game long, with the Wukong has just picked up his Trinity Force and Black Cleaver. Interesting. It's been a while since we've actually seen those 2 items on top of each other.
I mean, Death's Dance would do so much for you. I mean, yes, you've got 2 AD carries that can kind of benefit from the armor shred, but realistically, just go for one or the other. And
it's fine.
I mean, it doesn't really matter against an Ornn.
The only thing that doesn't stack is the Phage passive, right?
Yeah.
But apart from that, whatever. I mean,
still think the Death Stance would have done a lot more. If you want to go Black Cleaver, Death Stance, that's totally fine with me. It's just having this double up doesn't really work, and Death Stance is needed to actually keep you alive.
Fusion, Dagda. We've got a Corki with Trinity Fusion.
And Infinity Edge just complete as well.
Yes, it's like a new type of restaurant. Everyone wants to go there. But you got that one friend, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to pour Xiaolong Bao's here for a flank. You got that one friend that doesn't want to try the new restaurant. And no one likes him.
Well, Xiaolong Bao will not be that one friend who gets uninvited for getting caught out there, but still now eStar looking to fight. This could be the game-ending fight right now.
And the choke, the poke damage, insane. Xiaohu level 16 with flash available. Call the Forge got to start it off. The Dragon taken double cloud here as New almost gets the knock up. The Cosmic Radiance onto 3 people. The depth charge locks him up. New still tanky enough. RNG just need to go in and finish off the fight. Xiao Si gets taken down first one. Xiao Bai onto Betty. It's a triple knockup. The hero's entrance. Everything landing, but Xiaohu is at full health, and Betty doesn't die because Aphelios heals. Na. Betty lives, and RNG will run it down mid.
Look, whatever about it, RNG had this game for pretty much
no.
minute 10. Xiaohu now playing keep away with Wink. You'll actually kill him if you can get onto him, so.
He will. Watch Wink, because he's not backing anytime soon. He doesn't have TP. Xiaohu doesn't need to be there, and with the Gatling gun, Wink.
Oh, hang on.
The outplay was close, but Xiaohu's too big. And RNG, this game was a clinic. 21-8, 29 minutes in. RNG will run towards the Nexus, pick up their 22nd kill on the Xiaoxi. And with the teleport, Xiaohu will join his brethren. This is an RNG that are looking so much cleaner. This is an RNG that were challenged by eStar, but will be able to take this one home after they kill FLICKR.
8-1-5 in the Corki, 8 kills as well in this Aphelios. RNG looking way better when it came to game number 3, and honestly, Fun with these early game roams never really gave eStar